Man, what? Did I just walk into a restroom? Or what is that inside? Man, what? Man, let me get up out of here for something jump. Oh, nah. Let me get up out of here for something jump out of there. What's up with y'all, man? Welcome back to the channel for another video. Man, we already starting off the week strong already. We just dropped off a load for 700. We ended up picking up another load. I ended up going to West Virginia, and now I done came to Louisville, Kentucky, and I got another load. This load is paying $1,400. It's literally a pallet. It's a pallet of pipes. It's 26 feet is what they measured it at. And I want to say it's around, I think, 1,300 pounds. So again, I told y'all I'm only picking up these light loads. We are going to New York, Middletown, New York is where we're headed to. So we already starting off strong. 700 for today. That'll get factored today. Hopefully they go into our account today. And then we're going to take this one. This one will be for tomorrow. I'm trying to look for another load in Kentucky. Not having really any luck necessarily going back the other way. So one of the things as far as for new, and I want to just answer this question for new people that's looking to get into this, or people that new people, is that it's hard. It's going to be hard for you to kind of partial things out where you can partial your full trailer out, depending on what type of trailer that you do have. But just because you're new, so a lot of people, man, they want 6 months. A lot of people want 1 year. We had one company even told us 2 years. So it's hard partialing out. It's not hard getting loads. It's just hard to partial out, unless you're dealing with the same broker or you dealt with a broker already before. So definitely having that communication and having that relationship with your brokers, you definitely want to make sure you do. But it's going to be kind of hard to try to find a particular, first of all, finding the route that you're going, because you definitely don't want to go back, or you don't want to go down, you want to go up. You want to make sure that, if you go on one route, you want to make sure that you stand on that one route. If it's a little bit further out, then yeah, maybe so, but if it's worth it. But other than that, you want to make sure that you stay in route. So that's one thing. Then also finding a broker that's willing to work with you. And then also the third point is finding something that's a load that's going to be worth your while, man, because you don't want to take no cheap freight. So that's one thing that we don't want to do, is take cheap freight. They actually told me that they were going to have this load listed for $1,200. I talked to the broker and we actually got it up to $1,400 because they do want it tarped, and I told them about my deadhead. So you want to use those advantage points, making sure that, hey, I'm deadheading, you guys need this load done for tomorrow, and you also want it tarped. It's going to be raining for tomorrow, so we definitely want to have it tarped. So if you guys want all of this, I feel like it's worth my while to go up $200, and they went up. So let me go ahead, tarp this. I'm gonna show y'all my top job, and we're gonna head on the road. What's good, guys? We just made it. We are in Pittsburgh. I'm about 5 hours away from my drop off for tomorrow, but that is as far as I could get with the time that's available. So we have 11 hours of drive time, and going to Kentucky from West Virginia, the pickup there, and then stopping off getting fuel for the couple of times that I got fuel, and driving all the way here. We made it here. Of course, I'm at Planet Fitness. I parked my truck down there. Let me show y'all. So I normally park my truck way in the back. I always try to find a Planet Fitness with a plaza, just so nobody can really say like, hey, you're parking in my, spot or my place of business. And then Planet Fitness right here. We're gonna go inside because, boy, I'm hot. And when I mean hot, I'm talking about filthy hot. So I need to go wash up. Definitely wash up, man, because I ain't showered today. I think the last time I showered was Sunday morning. Ended up making it to service, so I'm gonna go in here, guys, wash up, and yeah, I'll see y'all later. Y'all want to know where we at? I was literally down to my last little outfit I had. So where we parked at, it was actually a laundromat. So we came in here to wash my clothes and head back to the truck so I can get some rest for tomorrow's drop off. So let's finish up here and I'll catch y'all back at the truck. Morning. And this is why I say, man, when you find that cheap gas, definitely stop, pull over, get that cheap gas, man. Or cheap fuel, sorry. Let me show y'all what I'm about to pay. In Pittsburgh. Y'all know this is what we normally pay in $3. So $3.39 is what we normally pay. I'm a little less than half. So, like I said, I always try to stop, or I'll start looking around when I'm half, but man, what can I do when you up north? So it is what it is. And we still going. A little less than half and we still going. This is what I normally pay to fill up my truck when it's on empty. So we're gonna just fill up, pay what we're gonna pay for this fuel, and then we're gonna head over to New York. But man, I ain't gonna talk y'all ears off, man. Let me go ahead, get this fuel, and get on the road. I'm tired. I done woke up, crest all in my eyes. How come y'all ain't tell me I had crest all in my eyes? I never would have thought Pennsylvania had these type of like mountains and they have out here, but it's really green out here. It's a lot of trees, a lot of shrubbery and stuff like that. But it's really nice, you know, traveling through these cities and these states. So you know, I will say Pennsylvania, I didn't like you guys' water. When I was at the Planet Fitness taking a shower, I do have to make a comment. I mean, I am talking about the beauty of it, but I also got to bring some of the downsides of Pennsylvania, which I only found one so far, which was the water. And the water, it smelled, as soon as I turned it on, it smelled like I was on a Carnival cruise. The water was hideous. But outside of that, everything else, man, it's been pleasant, to be honest with you. Haven't really engaged too much with the people, but I mean, just from what I've seen so far, man, Pennsylvania, it's been alright. It's been alright. So I just wanted to get on there and make that little comment. Let me get back focusing on this road. I gotta make it to this drop off, and I also gotta do another pickup. Oh, that's another thing, man. End up booking another load. So we got another load, and it's going back down south, so closer to home, which I'm definitely grateful about. But I end up getting another load. It's 2,500 pounds. It does have 2 drop-offs, which I'm fine with. One in North Carolina, the other one in Tennessee. So definitely right there around the Georgia area. So I can definitely find a load to take me back home. Because I definitely want to spend the weekend. But that load is paying $1,500. So we have $1,400 on my trailer now. Going to pick up a $1,500 load, 2,500 pounds. And then, of course, yesterday we had that $700 load that we dropped off. So, again, man, the week has been pretty good. You know, it's been pretty good. You know, we looking definitely probably, I don't know if it'll be it could be a $5,000 week again. 5 or 6,000, depending on how, I guess, tomorrow is looking. Depending on how tomorrow's looking, we could definitely have a $5,000 or $6,000 week. Last week it was slow. It was slower last week. We probably made around 3. Again, a $3,000 week is a slow week to me. You know, as far as with Hot Shot, even if you're brand new, that's a slow week. It still may be good for some people, but it's slow. So I think we made a little over $3,000 last week, but didn't just, you know, we didn't really. Loads wasn't really looking all that hot last week, and also too, it seemed like some of the brokers that we are working with, seemed like they have slowed down with their inventory, which, you know, we call them and ask them, and they just say, hey, you know, we're slowing our inventory for this week, but hopefully we'll pick back up. But just building those relationships still. You know, a lot of brokers that we've been calling lately, especially up north, they require, man, we had one that asked for 2 years. I mean, that required 2 years of service. And like, I guess. Y'all see that amazing tarp job? So that truck I just recorded with the tarps, and he actually got pulled over like a few miles right after I recorded it. And I was literally just looking at it because he did not care about his tarp job at all. He literally put maybe 4 straps. He put one on the back.
On the left, merge onto I-380 north towards Scranton.
Stop talking. He literally put like 4 straps. One in the front, one in the back, 2 on the side. That was it. I'm not sure if that's what he got pulled over for. I'm not sure. But I do know this. I was at my last pickup. There was a guy, he dropped trucks as well. I think he dropped more like 18-wheelers. And he was saying it's blitz week. It's blitz week for DOT. So he wanted to make sure like all his pallets and his weight was like distributed correctly and everything. He really was like to the T as far as what he wanted the shipper to put his load. And you know, I was just being more aware of it. I was like, okay, so then I know now in May, you know, they have like blitz weeks, so they trying to pull everybody over for any little thing. So I just say, man, be mindful mindful of that, those that are in it or those that are looking to get in it, that you will have, those weeks where DOT is really particular about certain things. They're gonna be real meticulous on certain details as far as with the truck, trailer, your loads and stuff like that. Pulling you over for anything.
Exit 293 on the left to merge onto I-380 north towards Scranton.
Literally pulling you over for anything. So the same officer, I passed by, other trucks that passed by. We were doing the speed limit. I keep my seatbelt on, and I just try to make sure that I do my pre-trip and my post-trip on everything, and making sure that my documents are good. I keep up with all of my. Oh, you gonna let me over? Thank you. I gotta really pay attention to this road while I'm talking to you. But yeah, man, making sure that you keep up with all your paperwork, making sure you have like your physical cards and all of that stuff. Anything that you got from FMCSA, because they do tell you like, hey, you want to keep this in like in this packet. So I keep it like in my little binder that I have. Man, these roads. I keep it in a little binder that I have, just in case they need to, look at that. I'll just show them my binder. They can go through all the paperwork that they need to go through. And that's it. I haven't got pulled over yet. I know eventually they got to, I got to do an inspection and all that stuff, but I haven't been pulled over yet. So, if they ever do pull me over, I just hope that, they do an inspection and everything comes out good, and I'm good to go from there. There's no tickets or nothing like that. Trying to keep my safety score up. So yeah, guys, just wanted to get on here and tell you guys that, because that was something I did not know. But yeah, so let me concentrate on the road, making sure I don't miss none of these exits that I need to take, man, before you end up in a ditch somewhere. All right, y'all, had to take off the hoodie, man. It started getting hot. It's showing 82 degrees here in New York. I'm in Middleton, New York. We just got unloaded. I'm sorry I didn't record, but it really wasn't much. It was just one pallet. Y'all seen it already. I just want to go ahead and unstrap to get to our next pickup, but I don't think we're gonna be able to make it because it is showing 5 o'clock and I'm supposed to be there at 4, which the broker been already doubting me getting there, and I was kind of fighting that I was gonna get there, but he was actually right. So I was actually wrong. I'm not gonna be able to make it there in time to do this pickup, but he already set it up for tomorrow. I really didn't want to go tomorrow, to be honest with you. I really want to go ahead and start heading down south today, but it's a reason for everything, so that's just the way I look at it. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and head to what I'm gonna do though, since I can't do the pickup today. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and head close to the pickup, see if I can find me a Planet Fitness that is close by. What we'll do is we'll just rest there. Early in the morning, I'll go ahead and pick up and then start heading. I know I'll make it to North Carolina in one day, especially with 11 hours of drive time. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just head back to Planet Fitness, sleep in the truck today in Pennsylvania again, and yeah, we'll just pick up in the morning. And head to North Carolina for the first drop off. I'll probably end up doing the first drop off tomorrow, since there is 2. I'll do the first drop off tomorrow, and then I can probably head to Tennessee. I'll probably end up doing all of that. I could probably do all of that, maybe. Well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I may be doing too much. I know I'll do the first pickup. The first pickup and drop off tomorrow. I know I'll do that, but I'll probably end up just resting in Charlotte. I'll probably end up resting in Charlotte and then head to Tennessee from there.
In 1 mile, turn left to merge onto New York Route 17 east toward New York City.
You gonna just interrupt my video like that? But yeah, so yeah, that's the plan, man. That's the move. So sometimes you guys, you won't be able to make it. You won't be able to make it. Not saying that I overbooked or anything. I looked at just the state or I mean not the state, but I looked at the city that it was in as opposed to the actual address. And the actual address compared to the city, it's like a 25 mile or a 28 mile difference. So that definitely is a difference as far as with your time, as far as when you can make it and when you can't. Because that can push your whole trip another hour with the extra 28 miles, just depending on traffic and how the flow of things too. A lot of times these GPS take us on these back roads. And those back roads, you know, you're doing 35 as opposed to like 65, 70 miles an hour on the highway. So just better preparation on my end, just something else I'm, you know, continue to learn. It hasn't happened a lot often. I probably say it's probably my second time, probably second or third time, no more than that, since I've been in it. Normally we'd be able to make our pickup and drop offs, but for this one, I didn't do it like that. But again, you know, it took me on this back road that really cut maybe 45 minutes into my time, just going slow. And then these roads, man, these roads are atrocious. But yeah, man, we ain't worried about it. There's also, it's something else I want to talk about, but I think I'm gonna talk about it in another video. About when, I guess with certain brokers, which has only happened with this one broker where I wasn't able to do the drop off just because of the breakdown of my truck. Or actually not my truck, but my trailer. Yeah, guys, somebody had stole, I haven't even shown y'all that, but I do have video of that. But somebody actually stole one of my wheels off of my trailer. I literally came to do a pickup and my whole wheel was gone. I don't know why. But yeah, somebody stole the wheel off my trailer. But this was last month. There was a lot going on last month. You already know about the truck breaking down. But yeah, the truck at that load, the truck had actually it didn't break down. It just wasn't getting acceleration. So I guess you could say it broke down, but it wasn't getting acceleration the way it needed to be because of the exhaust was leaking, and I wasn't comfortable getting on the road. So the truck was actually able to drive, but I just wasn't getting a lot of acceleration. So so I ended up calling the broker saying, hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I'm not comfortable driving that far with the performance of my truck. So what happened was that they ended up doing a claim.
Go past this line.
And
turn left.
I'm gonna talk more about it in another video. I'm gonna talk about it more in another video and let you guys know. But I would just say this, man. You guys I would just say, man, protect your business, protect your reputation, protect your integrity. Again, your integrity goes a long way, especially in this game. But also, do not let these brokers take advantage of you. Just because you are protecting yourself and just because you maybe, you know, you're humble. We try to stay humble all the time. But just because you're humble and just because you are you know, soft-spoken or whatever, don't let them take advantage of you, especially when you're new. So there is a broker which I will aware you guys about in my next video, but basically we're getting money back. Supposedly tomorrow we're gonna get some money back just due to some claims and basically trying to, you know, they're trying to take advantage. I'm not gonna say they did it. I don't know if they did it purposely or it was accidentally, but yeah, it's been an ongoing situation where I think it's finally getting rectified tomorrow. But basically we are getting money back just from this claim due to basically not being able to drop off on one load. So I do want to give you guys that because I don't feel like a lot of people talk about when you can't make a drop off and what happens to you. What's the liability of your company or your or you in that relationship with that broker? I don't feel like, I had never heard about anybody talking about it. It could be some videos out there, but I have never heard anybody talk about stuff like this. So I want to give you guys the real on that, but I'm gonna talk about it more on my on my next video. So yeah, so more to come on that, man. Let me go ahead and get off of here and head over here to, so I just left. The crazy part, I just left Middletown. I don't know if you call it I think it's Middletown. I'm gonna say Middletown. That's the way it's spelled. Middletown, New York, and now I'm heading to Middletown, Pennsylvania. The irony. But yeah, that's where we headed to. So it's only like, it's a 3-hour drive with traffic. So yeah, that's where we headed to now, man. Let me go ahead, get on this interstate, and I'll talk to you guys. Dang, I got you guys way all up on me. I'll talk to you guys in a few. Top of the morning, man. We back at it. We already at our pickup here. Y'all know where we stayed at last night, man. Y'all know we found a Planet Fitness to stay at. Just grabbing some more straps for my tire. Oh, I'm all out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna improvise. We got some got some zip ties. These things come in handy at times too, man, when you're tarping. So we're gonna use those as well. I need to buy some more bungees. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get online, order some more bungees for my tarps. Some of them break off, some of them snap off or whatever, and I end up losing some of them. And I'm low. I'm extremely low, matter of fact. So I gotta make sure I take care of that ASAP, which it should be the last tarp load because today is the last day of rain. And that's normally when they want you to tarp, is when rain comes. So again, this load is 2,500 pounds. Is what it's scaled at with 2 drop-offs. This load is paying $1,550. It's gonna take me closer to the house. I should be able to get one more load to go to the house, and we should be able to finish out. Hopefully we finish out around, I want to say we should finish out around $5,000 to $6,000 this week. Of course, we got to pay the insurance, so that's going to eat up some of that, a good chunk of it, but not too much. Which I'm gonna go over insurance. I don't want to give you guys the price right now. I want to give you guys the price on my next video when I get home. So, but it's a chunk of it. It's a chunk of what you make a week. But yeah, it's scary at first, but when you start seeing the income come in from what comes in each week, insurance is really, it's bad, but it ain't that bad. So let me get loaded, guys. I'm gonna show you guys the load once it comes out. I'm just getting prepared to go ahead and tarp so I can go ahead and tarp and strap and go. I will see you guys once they get me loaded. All right. All right, guys, I'm about to get on the road. What is good, y'all? So we stopped at Flying J's. We are still heading to North Carolina. We in Virginia right now, actually. Stopped, man, because I have not ate since, when is the last time I ate?
Stop it. Get some help.
Last time I ate was actually at another truck stop. I stopped, I ate a burger and fries. That was all that I ate. I didn't eat all that morning, afternoon. I didn't eat until the evening time because, again, we running and gunning. So I ate a burger and fries yesterday, and then today, let me show y'all what I got, man. So they had a Denny's. I haven't had Denny's in I don't know how long, but this is what we got. So yeah, man, so I wanted to go ahead because I'm out of food. I didn't know I was gonna be on the road this long, but I'm out of food as far as what I packed. So been having to buy food, but again, I'm only buying like one thing a day. So I don't eat up in too much of my costs. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and dig into this food. We're gonna get back on the road, and yeah, hopefully we can make it to our drop off. Yo, man, I gotta apologize. I have not been recording like that. And it is next day, and I apologize for not recording the drop off from last night. We did make it. We made it before 7 o'clock. The guy ended up staying over for me to get unloaded. So, man, they were really good people. Actually, man, it was two people. It was two companies kind of like sharing a warehouse. And one of the guys that was there, he saw my truck, saw my setup and everything. And, you know, he got the joking, and we got the joking because he had a Ram as well. He's not a trucker or nothing like that. He just ended up purchasing a Ram that was all like custom or whatever. And he saw mine, you know, with the aftermarket things and the exhaust and all of that. So we got to talking about trucks, and then the actual receiver came out. You know, he had a truck as well. He had a Ford. So we got to talking about trucks, you know, how much we, you know, making, you know, as far as what their jobs and what they do and then what I do. So, man, it was a really good conversation, man. We got some good laughs, really good people. But man, I literally untarped, unstrapped. He got, you know, his he was a pallet in the pipes. He got those off. I went on ahead, tarped right back up, strapped, and got back to it. So after that drop off, I ended up going from. It was actually I stopped in my delivery was in Dunn, North Carolina. And the dude recommended me not to stay in Dunn, not to spend the night in Dunn. He was just like, you know, crime and all of that or whatever. So I was like, man, I'm gonna just take your word for it. It seemed like it was fine to me, you know, where it was at. But he told me not to stay. So I was like, all right, I ain't gonna stay there. So I still had 2 hours of drive time left, a little over 2 hours of drive time left. So I ended up going and staying at a Planet Fitness in Greensboro. And man, I didn't even eat nothing. I literally ate. The only thing I ate was that Denny's that I showed you guys from yesterday, and I went straight to sleep after that. That's why I didn't record, man. I was tired, driving on the road for almost 11 hours. So I just wanted to go ahead and I really wanted to go ahead and lay it down. So we back up this morning, and I ended up getting fuel, got some breakfast, and yeah, man, we back to it, man, heading to Tennessee. We also got my wife, man. She sent me a load, man. It's from Atlanta to Tennessee. So I'm definitely going to Atlanta today. So once I drop this load off, I'm gonna head back home. I'm gonna drop my trailer off and take my truck to the house. And we got another load, but it's actually our first oversized load. So it's going to be going from Atlanta to, I want to say it's in Tennessee as well, but I think it's Nashville. I think it's from here to from Atlanta to Nashville for Friday. Friday, same day drop off. So same day pickup, same day drop off. So we'll get paid on that one. Possibly next day, it's $1,000. We get paid. That one is $5. It's over $5 a mile for that one. So I always wanted to get the oversized load just to see. I heard they pay really well. And it's more about the width than it is the length. Is the reason why it's oversized. My trailer is a little over 8 feet in length, and I think the size of this load is 12. So I'm gonna see how this gonna work out. But I'm gonna try to wake up. Well, I'm gonna actually wake up super early and go ahead and try to deliver that. It's Friday, so hopefully it's not too much traffic on the road to get out there. But yeah, it's our first oversized, so I know I gotta buy the oversized equipment for it. I was gonna get over it, but you want to get over, so. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy the stuff, the oversized banners, the flags, and all of that. We also gonna get the permits. The permits we need, which we only going one state over, so I don't think it's gonna be too much as far as with permits. But yeah, man, so we gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna record that experience, man. I'm gonna get more rest, because I'll be able to sleep in my own bed tonight. So I'll get more rest, get back up in the morning, we'll record that experience, man, let you guys know how that goes. So yeah, man, we still in, I think we almost in the Tennessee state line. I think I'm almost there, getting close to Knoxville. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, focus on this road, and I'll talk to you guys once I get to the drop-off. All right. Yo, so we at the pump. We not at a quick trip. Not this time. I actually found a BP that actually has really cheap fuel. So let me show y'all this. Let me walk over here. This is loud over there. Let me just come over here and check on the load right quick. Bungees are good, so yeah, we good. I'm only stopping for fuel, and I'ma head out. All right. We now back full. I actually drove a little less than half this time just because there was traffic. It's not gonna print a receipt. Okay. That. All right, guys, let me go ahead and get this receipt. I know y'all don't want to hear all this loud sound, so let me go ahead and roll my window up first. Let me go grab this receipt, and I'll see y'all at the drop off.
But what I can do is look up who to send me your shirt.
And guys, I want to show y'all where you guys will sometimes pull up. It ain't always gonna be that warehouse. It's not always gonna be the big industrial sized building. This is where you pull up sometime, in the middle of literally nowhere. This is where we pulled up at. No address, no anything. Literally look like a residential building, but it's actually a commercial property. So these are some of the things that they have. This is for like some type of telecommunication stuff. It's like for the towers, the stuff that I have on here. So yeah, that's where we at. Let me go ahead and untarp, and I'll see y'all in a few. This one yours as well? All right, y'all, so we finally are empty. Thank God we empty. Next, now we got our oversized load that we got for tomorrow. I'm heading home now. So I'll be home. So actually, and the great thing about this oversized load as well, which is my first time, so man, y'all check on me. Y'all definitely check on me as far as with this load. We're gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna put, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know how I'm gonna do the video. But I would just say this, man, is that we started off with a $700 load on Monday. We had dropped off, and then we ended up getting a $1,000 load after that. From that $1,000 load, we got a $1,400 load. Then we got this one, that $1,500, and then now we have Friday, which is going to be a $1,000 load as well. So if you calculate it, my calculations come up. Oh, if everything is checked out, I think we're making $5,600 for this week. So I know last week it was a slower week. I want to say we finished out around 30. I wish. We finished out around 3,000 last week. I believe 3,500, something like that. I got to go back and look at the calculations. And then the week prior to that, we was at $5,050. So yeah, man, it's all turning around, man. You know, the first month, I'll tell you this, the first month we really didn't, because it was 2 weeks where I was out of commission. So I want to say, man, that first month I may have made probably $5,000 that first month. So yeah, so the first month, man, it really wasn't all that great, but we take the good with the bad, man. So of course, you know, you have your down, you have your ups, you have your downs, and now, man, everything is starting to click. Everything's starting to go. So I know we just trying to work till we get to that 6-month mark. I know with that 6-month mark, man, I don't think we'll get denied from hardly any brokers. I believe almost every broker will work with us once we get to that 6-month mark. So yeah, so that's the goal for right now. That's our short-term goal, is making it to 6 months. So we're gonna continue just grinding it out. But I'm gonna go ahead and just again park my trailer. I got to get ready for this. We already got the permits, so we just got to go ahead and grab some of the commodities for Oversize, which is the flags and the banners. So I'm gonna head to a truck stop and go ahead and get an Oversized banner and some flags. So and also we got to get the lights as well. So they require lights. So yeah, man, I'm gonna show y'all on that as well. On basically getting ready for that. So it's just the width of the load itself is what's making it oversized, which is 12 feet in width. So my trailer is a little over 8, and it's gonna stick out basically, and we're gonna just keep it at 8. It's gonna stick out 2 feet on one side, 2 feet on the other side. The guy here was saying, man, that's pretty wide, man, and it's supposedly it's a swimming pool that we are hauling.
At the next stop sign, turn left.
We'll see, man. We'll see how it all go. And yeah, man, it's just like I said, in the same day. So I'll drop off the load. I pick up the load, drop off the load, and get paid the same day. Send it to my factoring company, and we'll go ahead and get paid and finish out our week.
At the stop sign,
we about to go ahead and send that $1,500 off,
east.
and then we're gonna send this $1,000 load off, and we'll get paid within 24 hours. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get off, guys. I'm gonna catch y'all either on the next video or either I'm gonna do this tomorrow. I just don't know how I want to do it, but I'm gonna catch y'all. So let's go over permits. So without leaking any vital information, this is basically what a permit will look like. So this is Georgia's permit. This is the price that we paid for the permit. So you will, for each state that you are crossing, you will have to get a permit for. On the permit, what it's going to do is going to show you basically the route. So on here, it gives me step by step. This is for Georgia. Again, each state will have a different, well, it'll look different on each one. So for this one, it's going from Georgia to Tennessee. So as it gives step-by-step directions as far as for where your route and where you got to go. And you have to follow this to the T. So making sure that you pay attention while you're driving to make sure that you're making those turns that you need to make, take any interstates that you also need to take as well. So definitely making sure that you follow the route and any special instructions that you have on here. When you call, basically what will happen is that the rep will, if there are different routes, they'll give you options as far as for the route. And basically you're just trying to avoid like construction, any type of like one-way roads. You just want to try to avoid on that, just because you may have a load like this one. It was hanging as far as on the width of the load. So just making sure that you pay attention to what you're taking as well, and making sure that you're taking the best route. This one was pretty easy. So it was just a few turns. And then from there, once I got on the interstate, it was pretty much a straight shot, pretty much like from here going down. It was all just a straight shot from there. So let me show you Tennessee. So this is Tennessee. and it's $20. So Georgia was $31. Tennessee is $20. The difference though is, let me move that. This is the other page. Tennessee only gives you a map. They do not give you step-by-step directions. So they only give you a map, and they'll show you different ways you can get to your destination. And then this is the last map there. So yeah, so basically this is what it looks like. You do have to print them out. So making sure that you do keep them on hand, just in case if you do get pulled over, you do need to print your permits out. And yeah, just making sure also too that when you are, or when you find a oversized load, make sure that you add the permits into that negotiation price that you're looking for as well, because they can get costly. This one was only $51, but again, they can get up to $300, $400, $500, and they will not put it into the load when you actually initially trying to book it. So making sure that you do put that into your load and negotiate from there. But all right, guys, I hope this helps out.